Okay. You came back. Hello, welcome back. I guess we'll pick up where you left off. I'll find that later. Where did we leave off? Archer was trying to figure out how to save his town from a dried up mine, and how to save his father from the anathracite poisoning that was wrecking his body. Tobi was joining the rabble-rousers who were trying to stick it to the man. Faedan has a tattoo that he hasn't quite figured out where it came from yet, so that's going to be fun to figure out. And Faena has brought River home. Like a lost puppy. Like a lost 6'5" puppy. I think that sums up most of the things that happened, so we can get rolling if you like. Join us now for these, The Worst of Times. In the darkness, cold, a rough stone floor underneath you. Reaching out, you can see there's enough light to get a rough idea of the rough-hewn rocky surface in front of you. You feel your way through, but it's mostly your own steps echoing back from you. You listen quietly, and you can hear the sound of someone else breathing behind you. What are you doing? Do you look?
I keep walking at a very steady pace and see if I hear any footsteps.
Footsteps begin behind you, and you can hear breathing following you.
I start running.
The footsteps pick up, and you feel not just one presence behind you.
It's just pitch black.
It's dark.
It's dark.
But you can see the walls on either side of you.
Is it the tunnel? Does it look like there's an end?
Give me a perception check. The DC is 12.
17.
You succeed. And you see what looks like at the end of this hallway, if you keep running maybe 50 paces away from you, is a sheer, flat end to the hall.
How many people sound like they're behind me now?
A handful. 3, 4, 7.
I'm gonna turn on a dime about 20 feet from the end.
20 feet from the end?
Yeah.
As you get up, like right as you're going to try and turn full around and face them, right before you do, you catch a glimpse of light and you realize that flat surface is the wall of a turn. Do you still turn around?
No, I'm gonna try and, as turning around the corner, look behind me and see what's there.
You make it around, and as you turn to a hard left, you look back and you see about half a dozen shapes. You can see just silhouetted against the dark light. You can't actually see any figures, any descriptions of them, just them running toward you and their long arms tracing along the floor as they pursue you. You run? You follow?
I run faster. As fast as I can go.
The sound of claws and nails scraping on rock as they pursue you, as you feel feet around these corners. As you pull around, you hear all these people giving chase around the corners, and as you go down the hallway, you are not in a hallway, you are in the woods and running through the woods, and you can see these shapes on either side, long arms grabbing trees and pulling themselves forward as they pursue you. You know that if they catch you, they will hurt you. Where are you running?
They're on either side of me and behind me.
Mm-hmm. They're keeping pace with you. Through the woods.
I want to start looking for, is there any like turns that I can try and lose them?
Give me a perception check. 15.
Not 20.
Not 20. You, looking off under the light of Pondell, you can see a ridge, and you think that if you can get over it before they do, that you might be in the clear.
Okay. I'm going to, book it for that ridge. And
10 sets of feet turn in the same direction, chasing you up the ridge. The trees, the branches and leaves crack under you as you are flying as fast as you can, rushing up this ridge, and you hear the sounds of things that are almost people pursuing you through the darkness. As you make it up the ridge, do you turn back to look or just leap?
I turn back as I leap.
As you look up, you see these things, their long arms reaching out for you, pulling themselves along. These faces that are just mouths of teeth. And as you go over the ridge, you fall. And fall. And you look up and you see bodies leaping off. Just in full free fall in the darkness. You see nothing around you except these figures with their long arms and their gnashing teeth chasing you down further and further. You can feel the wind rushing past you. You don't see a bottom.
I think I'm as terrified of everything around me. I just think at least I'm not running.
You see them falling, and as in the distance, you can see as you fall the rock walls getting closer. And as everything starts to lean inward, and these figures, these bodies chasing you, look around as you're falling, and in free fall, you see whipping past you on the walls lithe, dark figures with long arms and gnashing teeth on the rock walls, like watching you. They're faceless, they're completely eyeless mouths just following you as you drop. You see here and there, one just lets go and falls with you, plummeting. Up, there's now a dozen more falling after you. As you feel the wind rushing past you and you feel the walls getting closer.
I'm just gonna curl in on myself and just let it be dark, just let it be black. I don't want to see it, I don't want to think about it. I just let the blackness take over.
As you pull yourself in, you feel the walls getting closer and closer. You feel the rock walls scraping your arms and your sides, like tearing the flesh from your bones as you fall into this canyon, into this, what is now just a barely human-wide mine shaft or column, just down into the earth, into the rock. And right as you feel a half second when the ground hits your knees, your eyes open. You are in a room. It's dark. It's cold. And there is as you look around, you see there is a figure standing over you. Huge, vast, like these long horns sweeping back from its head, and you see its eyes glint in what little light's coming through the windows. Do you instinctively fight, flight, or freeze?
Freeze.
You hear of a match, and a candle is lit, and this vast figure holds the candle up, says, "I did not mean to wake you there." And you see the man you met at dinner, Faena's father. You look a bit shaken. Torfiel Crimmins, a enormous furbolg man with antlers that sweep back from his head, a pair of round little glasses that catch the candlelight that he's holding. He's wearing an extremely quilted robe with a thick fur collar, and he's like, "I could not sleep and was going to make some tea. Would you like some?"
Just throat completely dry. Trying just breathe and blink away the visions of those reaching arms. Just, that would be very nice.
I will make some. Do you green tea, herbal tea?
Whatever you are having would be delightful.
Green tea, excellent. And he shuffles. His hulking form has to duck. You are tall. You don't have a huge frame of reference, given you don't remember earlier than yesterday. But you're very tall. Faena's very tall. The door frames are made for people of your and Faena's height, and Torfiel has to duck and squeeze to get through the door frame into the kitchen in the other room. And you can hear the clinking of teacups as he is shuffling around, putting a kettle on the oven.
I'm just going to pull into myself the same way that I did.
You're on the couch.
When I was falling. I'm going to make myself as small as I can and just try and breathe and take in where I am and the solidness of the ground.
Sure. Faena, do you want to describe the living room in your house where River has been crashing on the couch?
Yeah. So this is a converted barn. So the space is basically opening up to the barn ceiling. So it's about probably 30 feet at the top of it. You're in front of the fireplace. So there's this grand wood-burning fireplace in the center of the room that kind of splits up the space between the kitchen, dining area, and this living room that you're in. It's encased in this gray natural stone that's reaching through the roof. And you'll see on the other side that there is, the other side of the living room, that there's this grand window that, it's a bunch of big stacked windows ceiling to floor where the barn door used to be. And you can see chairs and ottomans and tea tables around there, making it more of a fashionable parlor area. But yeah, this big, very comfy, very cozy, wooden barn that's been, specially made so that furbolgs, which are taller than, average humans, could live there.
Is there curtains on the window?
No. It's a big, ceiling to floor, could not make curtains big enough. It kind of follows the roof line at the top.
Is there, forest outside of it?
Yeah, so that would be facing out towards that window is facing out towards the shop, which you saw earlier, that log cabin, and towards, the town. You can see, the neighbors across the street.
Okay. I definitely I'm going to try and keep an eye on every entrance and exit in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Just this constant feeling like I should be running. And just very aware of how to, if I needed to just start running again, I can.
Mm-hmm. There's a voice from the other room where Torfil calls out, "Biscuits?"
Sure.
Excellent. And his massive hulking form bends through, and you see in his hand is a normal size, but to him very small plate where he has stacked up some cookies and things and brings them out to you. It's puts it on the table and sits down in an armchair, sits on the armchair because he doesn't quite fit in it. How are you feeling? I imagine it's still a bit of a shock.
What's my pain levels at? Right now.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Not one.
Oh, no.
Real bad.
Yep.
Not only are that normal level of ache and pain and that tenderness from all the bruising across your body, but you can, as you sit up, you can feel a wetness in your shirt, and as you start to look, you realize that in your sleep you flailed and tore something. And so then you're starting to bleed through the shirt they loaned you.
I think that the sheer pain was kind of not fully blinded out, but blocked out by just the shock of what was, where am I, who am I, what's going on. And now that is not as prevalent, the pain is really starting to hit. And they just kind of reach under and feel the blood and pull it out and go, possible
no.
bandages by chance?
Yes. One moment. And he gets up very quickly for a man of his size and moves back to the kitchen. Comes back a moment later with a dish towel and is take this for now. And he hands it to you. You go to push it down and you hold it there. And as to soak up the blood. He says, I can see, was that stitches that how did you, what happened?
Perhaps it was, is it the same place as it reserved yesterday?
No, it's new.
I think River is going to make the conscious decision to say, yes, it was from yesterday, and Maeve was doing this, putting the pressure on it, and that's how I know how to do it.
I understand. Of course. Let me see if I can find something more permanent. And he does kind of now that you've got it blotted, you see he gets up and heads out one of the doors that leads up into the rest of the house. What's going through River's brain?
They know that this is not how it's supposed to be, but they're not entirely sure what's supposed to be.
Mhm.
They are gonna kind of one-handedly reach for the packet of powder and the spoon that Maeve gave them.
How much do you have left?
I'd say it's about half full. I don't think that they were using it as much yesterday.
Okay.
Because it was more just trying to absorb what was going on. But like I said, that pain is sitting right now, and it's almost dizzying. And takes a spoonful, tries to down this like dry powder again, down like falls it with some tea, and in the teacup, what kind of teacup is it?
Oh, it's a little
Little tiny.
It is a human-sized teacup in a family of furballs.
Yeah, so
they're
almost
holding it like this.
Takes it, almost follows it like a shot.
That's fair.
And then with that, it takes the spoon that they were using and kind of like sees their reflection for the first time. And just kind of like looks at themselves and it's like, I know I could feel the pain, but now sees that it's not just current, sees the scars and starts to process like, I should not be alive right now. How and why, and how's the bleeding going? Is it still bleeding?
You lift it to check the injury, and when you lift it, there's a scar. But no more blood. Blood that's on the surface.
Yeah. It was kind of I was kind of testing in my head, saying, is this the same thing as yesterday going to happen? And once again, I'm like, this is not how it's supposed to work, based on just the reactions of everyone yesterday. And I know that something is wrong, and I should not be like this.
I've got some gauze wrap here, and Torfiel enters back in. A little bit. It depends how bad is it.
It's not too bad. And I'm gonna try and take it and covertly just kind of like use it to wipe the blood that was there, so it looks like there is blood on the gauze.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Shit.
The DC for this is gonna say 12 because he's concerned about you.
13.
All right.
Nice.
We like the red die. Okay. We don't like this one. This one can go back in there. Yes. And just kind of like holds it and says, I'm sorry about the shirt.
It's fine. I think we can afford to give you a shirt. We do make them.
Very impressive, by the way. Wonderful craftsmanship.
I will let Sarah know. She will be thrilled that you enjoy it. Early in our marriage, she tried to teach me. I handle the books.
And I'm sure you handle them very well.
We all have our skills.
I think at this point, River is, I feel just hungry again. Like before dinner, they didn't really realize that they were hungry until they saw the food and were like, oh my God, I'm hungry. And same thing, seeing the biscuits is like, I need to eat. Just starts just trying to be as civil, reflecting the social abilities of these people he's been around as possible. Just starts just nicely shoveling the biscuits that are there. Just with no more tea, just like just shoveling into their mouth.
Do you know Godfell?
Who's that?
I wondered if you were local or perhaps from elsewhere.
Definitely elsewhere.
but no idea where.
Working on that.
Understandable. If you need a particular amount of insight into that sort of thing, it might be wise of. I know Faena is going to take you to talk to Archer Rhondo tomorrow, but it might be wise to go talk to Bill Dyrns. He is the local parishioner, and he's got good insight into things like that, and he might be worth speaking to. Do you want some more food? Since you have finished the biscuits.
No, thank you.
It's not rude. I don't mind.
I think that I'm now that there's no more food in front of me, I think I'm good. So I'm just gonna be like, really, it's fine. Thank you so much.
Of course.
What time? When is it?
Oh, it's about 2 in the morning.
I should let you get back.
Do you have enough blankets here?
Yes, of course.
Very glad to hear it. If you need anything, do not be afraid to knock. I know that this is an unusual circumstance you find yourself in.
Thank you. The kindness is beyond appreciated.
Do not think anything of it. And he stands in his massive quilted robe and shuffles back upstairs. And as he does, there's a moment where his antlers catch the door frame, and he's like, oh, it happens. And he backs down very low to step forward and in.
Where is the couch in placement of the room?
So the fireplace is in the center, and you're parallel to it. So,
I think I'm actually going to take just like the one biggest blanket, and try and find a corner of the room where I can see everything.
Okay.
And sit up and just not necessarily trying to sleep, because I don't want to fall back into that strange, yet somehow the only thing I know world.
Give me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, because you are exhausted, but you're trying to keep yourself awake. And I'm going to tell you right now that the for you to stay awake at your current level of fatigue is going to be an 18.
Oh.
9.
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. Let me double check.
Oh, okay.
What object do you trip over
No,
in
you
Criminds'
fail.
house this time?
No, a 9 is pretty.
Yep.
Plus 9 would be a little surprising.
Well, you know it's not plus 9.
I know it's not plus 9. It's less than 9.
You stay awake for a while, but over time, like just as the adrenaline starts to fade and the cookies set in, I think you do slowly fade back to sleep. We're gonna back up a little on the clock. How you feeling there?
Good. At least you're in a nice place.
I'm terrified.
That's
It's
fine.
fine.
At least you're in a place that fits you.
That's accurate. At least I fit in the room.
It's
At
true.
least you have a couch that's big enough for you.
The doors. What the doors? I was thinking about how big your house is.
The doors.
The
yes.
doors are large enough. No. The cycle of the Hollowback, the days are fairly long, and night does not come early. However, it is. You guys live in a town where amenities and industrialism is welcome, but not super cheap. And so not everyone has a clock, especially one set specifically for alarms. And so when the hour candle has burned down to the proper mark, it releases a fat metal key that has been dug into it, and that this is how people could keep time
All
when
right.
they didn't have clocks.
Okay.
The key when it's a candle that burns down every hour, and when it burns down to the time set, that heavy metal key that's dug in there falls, and that clink wakes up Tobi.
God. I kind of just like wake up and I look around.
It's normal time. It's normal morning for you, so it's about 10 o'clock at night.
Okay. So I just kind of struggle to like sit up in bed, and I'm just thinking about the mines and everything.
About what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
You can, it's, the daily routine, well, although you've been, you're suffering from a shock, your daily routine hasn't changed that much. And so you can still hear breakfast being made in the kitchen down the hall.
Okay. So I get up, and I walk out my door and go to where my parents are.
In the kitchen, you see your dad. He hasn't quite put his hair up in his telaraña yet, so it's like loose, and you can see as he's preparing breakfast by himself, and walking in, you see as he's like cooking up. He's got his hair tied back up, but not up, so you can still see the puncture marks on his neck that his had as long as you've been alive, but he normally keeps them covered by his head wrap. And so he sees you as he's like cooking up some eggs and bacon. He's like, oh, good morning. How are we feeling this morning?
Great as ever.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am sure of it. Did you get enough? Did you sleep?
I did.
Dreams?
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
It's all right.
I have bacon and eggs.
Perfect.
Okay. Do you want coffee?
Yeah.
I will
Where's mom?
Since Tobi, you are under no obligation to go back to the mines. You do not have to do that. We can find another job for you somewhere else in town, but in the meantime, your mother and I are going to pull some extra shifts to cover the balance. So your mother is already at work.
Okay. God. Okay.
And he hands you a plate of bacon and eggs. He's like, eat.
All the dads are so wholesome.
I know. Dad's for the win.
Okay, I take the bacon and eggs, and I'm like, just silently contemplating, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, God damn it! Like, she's in the mines. Like, all of this already happened to me. This shit. I'm just really frustrated, and there's no sentences, and I feel like it's just coming out in my facial expressions. I'm just like,
Are you sure you want coffee? You seem very tense already. You do not have to have coffee. I can make tea.
I'll have some tea.
All right, we'll make tea.
Okay.
Sit, eat.
Oh, okay. And so can I have some honey, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
He like knows that you can get the honey yourself, but he's just like,
Thanks.
he does sit down with you. Normally there is the three of you before you guys go to work. But since your mom's already there, it's just the two of you sitting at the table in the lantern light. Basically, you guys have like a small oil lantern hanging over the table that gives you guys enough light. All of you see very well in the darkness, so it's not like you need very much.
So I like drizzle honey over my eggs. And without looking at him, I'm like, so are you also going to go to work tonight?
Yes, I already spoke to the foreman, so I'll be going to the factory in about 30 minutes, which is his normal shift. But I'm going to stick around and pick up the morning shift as well. It's fine.
Well,
It's just for a few days. We'll find something else for you.
Okay. All right.
Look
And
on the
then-
bright side. You never have to put on the beard again.
I know it was itchy, but I feel like I look cool. I feel like,
You look tough.
yeah, you know,
Is it because we can't grow beards in this family?
exactly. Yeah, 100%.
I never needed a beard.
I don't know.
He like takes his long hair and
Mhm.
like holds it in front of his face. And, he's like, this is good enough.
Oh. And you're not eating, right?
Hmm?
Or are you eating?
No,
with-
he's eating.
Oh, okay.
He made breakfast for both of you.
Okay.
I'm not putting honey on my eggs. He's weird.
It's not weird. It's so good. If you just tried it.
It's like I tried it when you were 4 and you
Yeah.
started doing it, and I didn't like it then, and I do not like it now.
Well, you know, people's
It's not a thing.
taste buds change, so.
When you're growing up, not when you're already my age. That would be ridiculous. Mikey has already been by today. If he was wanting to check on you, and I told him you were still sleeping, so
Okay. Do you know if he's gonna come back? Did he say he's gonna come back?
I think he's. I do not know.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to work.
Okay.
I think it would be reasonable for all 3 of you to not have to work, given that you were in a cave-in.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, work is work, so.
Well, P&W can afford to lose 3 people for one night. It's not as if the mines are flourishing.
I, like, put down my utensil.
Okay.
Okay. And I kind of
There's
just.
forks.
Okay.
I put down my fantasy fork. They only have sporks here.
Well, with
No,
efficiency.
please, no, please.
no, it's fine.
I put down my fork and I kind of scoot away from the table and I like come over to you and I'm like, I hug you and I'm like, thanks. I feel like I just needed to do that.
He of course like embraces
Yeah.
you, his daughter.
Yeah.
He's like, it's okay, of course.
Okay. I'm just gonna go check in on Mikey.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. Do what you need to do.
All right.
All right. If you need me, if you need anything, your mother's in the mine, so you can either reach her or come to the factory.
Okay. Thanks.
She will be home tonight, so this morning.
Mm.
But that's so if you need something like she'll be home for dinner.
Okay.
Okay, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna
What?
go. Okay.
You can go.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Are you going to find Mikey?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you want to look first? Because he's probably at work. Or you don't know if he's at work, but that seems like the first place.
I'm gonna check his house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walking at this, it's 10 o'clock at night. Like most of the town is asleep. It's the third shift people in the mines and the factory, and a lot of them are already there. So the town's pretty quiet. As you walk through the town, you pass Braun Hall, which is where the mayor lives, and it's big ass fucking sign of crest of the bandit on the green diamond.
Pentagon?
Diamond. I forgot the word diamond.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a bandit on a green diamond, which is the crest of the Pentashire and Hasselshoe. So passing through there or crossing by Braun Hall and a little while longer, and you reach Mikey's house. It is completely dark.
Mm. Okay. And it's like,
It is also almost midnight.
okay. Well, I kind of go over to his window and I'm knocking on it. I'm like, I knock a few times, wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are you in? You're in there? No. What?
Yeah, of course I'm in here.
Let me in.
What?
Just let me in.
Fine.
God.
The moment this is a half second later, you see Mikey half of his face just bright red birthmark, pulling up the window. pulling up the window. So get in.
Okay.
What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to check in on you.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
good, huh?
I'm so good.
I'm so,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
What happened?
do
Do you want to talk about it? You don't have to talk about it.
No, it's fine. I can talk about it.
I mean, if you don't
It
wanna
was
talk
just
about
like it was a hand, and there was teeth down there, and it was weird. I know exactly. I don't know what it was. Like it obviously
I'm never going back
probably.
in the mines.
I know it's
I'm never going
horrifying.
back. Oh my god,
Like it's like every time I blink,
This
I
is-
like.
worse than we found that dog.
I know. That was. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't know what to talk
Oh
about.
my god.
Yeah, I know. It
There
was.
Does wait like
Wait.
loose teeth?
No, it was like in a row. Like yeah, and I felt it, and it was really ridgy,
I don't
and
like it.
it was like some of
I
them
don't
were
like
kind
it
of
at
like
all.
crooked, and I hated it, and I was just flailing around on there,
Oh
and I
my-
like Tobi starts to cry, and I'm like, and
It's okay. It's okay.
and it was
Do
so
you want a
scary.
hug? Do you want to?
I don't know. I
No,
think I want
he like hugs you. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We're not going back.
Okay.
Um,
And then she like stops. She like stops crying. You're like,
So what are you gonna do? Like for work?
I don't know, because I don't want to work in the factory either.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's bad. Like that sucks.
yeah, it sounds so
And
boring.
you get paid like half what we get paid in the mine.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe I can move. I know,
What?
crazy thought. I don't
Why?
know. I don't. It
Why would you move?
because why
Where
would
would
I
you
want to
go?
see? Why, anywhere. I know the forest. I can probably just find my way to the next town. Easy peasy. I
Wait,
don't know.
Like Edolic?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Like-
I'll figure it out.
Like the next town or like the city? What are you gonna do?
I don't
What are you
know.
gonna do? You're just gonna go to another town and be like, "Hey, look, give me a job."
I haven't thought about it. I just know that I don't want to be here anymore. Mikey, this town has nothing for us.
I know.
So why would we stay here? Don't you want to live your
I-
life? Don't you want to explore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to tell you yesterday.
What?
I kind of already got a job
Where?
at the Pentashire.
With the Shire?
There's like they sometimes they need footmen, and it seemed like a better job than the mines, and that was before the cave-in. I didn't know. I was gonna tell you yesterday, and then you and Cellstar were being sneaky and didn't want to talk to me about shit, and so I just didn't say anything. And then the cave-in happened, and then like you almost died, and it didn't seem like an appropriate time to bring it up.
Oh, you're the Pentashire.
Yeah,
You're gonna be an official.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be a butler, but
That
or something like a servant of some kind. But like, it pays better. It pays. I'm just saying. I don't think you are as likely to get involved in a cave-in.
you're right. You're right. It's just
And I can
wow.
And I can like
Wow.
send money back home to mom.
I think you should do what is best for you and your family. It
Maybe
just
they need another
N-
butler.
I don't want to be a butler though. That does not sound very fun to me, and I would rather not stay here.
Yeah,
Um,
I get that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too. Have you told Celestar?
No. I was going to tell you both.
Okay.
And then you fell into the ground.
Yeah, I remember that part. Don't worry, I didn't forget. That's wow. Well, congrats.
Have you told Celestar that you want to
That-
leave town?
Well, I mean, no, but I guess I kind of always like leaving. I always like going to
Yeah,
the
you go into the
forest,
woods.
so, yeah,
It's not the
I
same
don't-
thing as
I know.
moving.
I guess I should tell him, huh?
Yeah. I mean, before you leave, at least.
Right, yeah. I know that you're probably going to sleep right now, but do you want to head over to Celestar's?
I wasn't going to sleep. I just woke up.
Right.
I mean, I slept once I passed the hell out when we got home.
Yeah.
I was tired.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to go find him?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
And you guys hop. Do you guys go through the door or
No.
do you leave through the
No,
window?
we're leaving through the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Out the window to go find Celestar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because are you two sleeping through the night? I'm checking on you.
Me?
Yeah, both you, Archer, and Faedan. Or
Faena?
sorry, Faena. Yeah.
That's not gonna.
That is the
Faedan's been
first
far.
time that's gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah,
The-
get a counter on the screen.
It's gonna be. I know. Times Faedan and Faena and Faedan have been crisscrossed.
Get a counter on the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I kind of figured you guys would sleep through the night, but I don't want to ditch you if you have things you want to do.
I don't think I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Faena has a house guest.
Great. In that case, how's the bar doing?
What time is it?
It's midnight-ish.
Midnightish.
like-
Okay.
You have a couple.
I'm sure Jeremiah's over there.
Jeremiah has not left.
Yeah. He's been there all night.
He's
All
been
day.
there.
Does he leave?
Since the morning.
Does Jeremiah ever leave?
He left when Faedan kicked him out.
Yes. He leaves at closing time and is back usually before opening. Turns out.
What a barfly.
The bar's fine. It's a normal day as far as I can tell. There's nothing crazy, nothing weird, no strangers, no people from out of town. I haven't really been paying that close of attention though, and I didn't have to break up any fights, but I've just been concentrating on the tattoo on the back of my head. As much like obviously concentrating more so than actually looking at it, but I just don't there's got to be some sort of explanation for it. And I wonder if it has something to do with the water, the creature, whatever grabbed on the rope in the water. It's probably unrelated though. I don't know. But yeah, the bar's fine. The bar's good. Jeremiah is telling stories again, and I'm waiting basically one more hour before I get to go to bed.
Normally, you have, I think, a few more people. Like, some of your regulars haven't shown up because they're getting ready for the Germining tomorrow, and they're trying to, like, get some rest. Because it's, for some people who don't go to work on the Germining, it is a full day of partying. And at one point, Jeremiah does turn to you and goes, "What time you open tomorrow?"
Same time. 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Okay. Because some of the boys and I, okay, we love you so much, Faedan.
Okay.
You're our favorite.
Thank you.
But
You want to go to another bar? Is that
legitimately forgot the name of the other bar.
He's cheating.
Cheating isn't a game.
Oh, I was right. I just forgot what it was called. Because the Morning Glory is throwing a big Germining party, and Do you want to come?
What time?
I think they have brunch. So, like, 1?
1.
I'm not getting up earlier than...
I mean, I gotta.
What'd you say?
Brunch exists in this world.
Brunch.
And forks.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Forks, spoons, and brunch. Wow.
Oh my.
We just think, like, we love you, and we think that you need a break.
You know.
It's time we buy you a drink, Faedan.
I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Super down. It's gonna be great. You know what? I'm gonna buy you a drink right now.
Oh, I'm no.
Right now.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Puts down 1 copper. Like, whatever that'll get me, for you.
I pour a shot of my old label torn off whatever vodka. It's a little shot for the two of us. It's like, I pour one for him too, you know.
You're a good man.
So are you.
You know, to the last wish, that's all I got.
Okay. To the Germining.
To the Germining.
There we go.
To the Germining. I had a dream last night that everything went real bad.
What do you mean went real what? Everything what went real bad?
I'm just, you know, the mine's drying up. That's what they keep telling me. I mean, they were saying it 10 years ago, but it just seems like things are getting worse. And I'm real, you know, I'm tired.
Well, there's the cave-in that happened yesterday. I mean, that doesn't happen with a healthy mind, usually.
No. Well, I mean, what's a healthy mind? We've been chipping away at that shit for 60 odd years.
Yeah, but I think that I'm...
Bound to, like, I mean, it was, like, when I was working it, there were so many cave-ins. Just because we keep chipping away at all the fucking rock.
Yeah, but this one felt different. Like we came across something else that was... Something else had chipped away or something. Like there was there was water in the mine, underneath the mine.
Well, that's weird. There's supposed to be rock.
Yeah. There was we fell into a shaft that was
What?
it didn't look like we made it. I mean, it was dark, I don't know, but it seemed larger, like it sounded larger.
That's wild.
Yeah. With water at the bottom.
Well, I never heard of that.
It's something else in the water. Like a I had a rope tied around my waist and I was pulled through into the water. Like there was something from the water was pulling on me. That can't be normal. That's not a... Is there like underwater mountain creature things?
You know, there was a dog once that got into the mine.
Yeah,
Dog.
I remember.
Weird shit happened to that dog.
But that's a we got him out of there, so he didn't like. It's not like it was a.
Did you see that dog when it went in?
I
did.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I did. It was a perfectly normal looking dog. That dog came out of that mine. I saw it was breathing smoke.
Breathing. That
smoke fading out of its mouth.
You may have had too much to drink. I don't know. That doesn't sound. I don't remember.
I wasn't drinking then. Hand to the hollow chapel. dog was breathing smoke like some
Okay,
kind
so what would make that happen though? Like that's what I need
of
to know.
anthracite. Just is bad shit.
Oh,
I've
seen it.
Faedan.
I've experienced it.
You ever breathe smoke?
Not that I remember.
Well, that's because you're a miracle case.
Yeah, well, I know.
I'm gonna go sleep this off.
Okay.
This is I don't like it. I don't like this talk. You see Jeremiah for the first time, as long as he's been a patron, pulls out a full note and drops it down, which is in like it's a lot of money in Sunburst Falls. Like instead of like a 2 copper for a drink, he pulls down an entire note, which is 200 copper. Bad shit. And he walks out. Not sober, but serious than you've maybe ever seen him. And when he slams the door shut behind him, there's a rattling and one of the bottles falls off the shelf. It just rolls.
Okay. I pick up the bottle, obviously.
It's dynamite rum.
I pick up the bottle, set it on the bar, and just out loud to myself. What would make you breathe smoke? What would cause you to breathe smoke?
You call it a night?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's basically made their way toward the door anyway.
Mm-hmm. Jeremiah's normally your last.
Usually the last one. So yeah, I'm calling it a night, but a lot of questions. I don't even know if I'm gonna sleep.
Do you want to do anything, or are you going to bed?
I'm gonna clean up what I can. Go sit in my wife's chair, and think.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Tobi. You and Mikey are going to Celestar's house.
Yeah.
Okay. When you get there, the lights are already on.
Okay.
Which is not super unusual, given that like Tobi keeps the same hours, Celestar keeps the same hours you guys do, but normally he's at the mine, and you know that his aunt doesn't work the night shift, so she's normally like asleep right now.
So me and Mikey go to Celestar's window.
Y'all have front doors.
Okay.
And we knock.
Okay.
Okay.
The lights are on in his house. His room is dark.
Okay.
Okay.
We still knock. Hey. Knock, knock, knock. I turned to Mikey and I was like, do you think he's up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would assume the lights are on.
Right. Okay. I like bend down and pick up a rock. And I like throw it out the window. And I accidentally like chip it a little bit. Chip the window and I'm like, oh no.
Oh my god, his aunt's gonna kill you.
I know.
I saw a bird do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bird.
It was a bird.
It was an owl.
Yeah.
It was huge.
It was so big, and he
Ran
just like
straight into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe we should go to the front door and tell his aunt what happened.
I think that is no. Let her find out for herself, and we witnessed it. If she asks.
Yeah.
If
Only if.
the front door opens.
Like I start like being like, oh God, where do we go? And I'm like, and then I decide to just face the front door, and I'm like,
what are you two doing?
hey.
Celestar waves. Come to the fucking door.
Okay. So I go.
Mikey follows you.
Yeah.
It's like, come. get in here. You go in and you see it's like not Cellstar's not by himself. There's like 4 other people from the mines there. All like already in there talking. There's like lights on. They've got like cups of coffee. Like they're all like they're having some kind of full discussion. He's like, so you said, why is Mikey here? Why'd you bring him?
We wanted to update you on some life things.
What?
Yeah.
Mikey immediately is like, why are all they here?
And
It's like,
Mike doesn't. Why are you being nosy?
what's happening?
What?
Is this a thing you guys are being shady
I
about?
don't know what are you talking about? What you remember your new job?
I was gonna sell a story. What's the new job?
Yeah. What's the new job, Mikey?
I might have gotten a job. I'm gonna go work for the Pentishire. And Cellstar, I don't have words. You're going to go work for the man? We're sitting here trying to find a way to take the town back from PNW, and you're like, no, I'm gonna go find someone even worse than PNW. It's not worse than PNW. He owns the country. He doesn't own the country. He just owns the province. The Pentestadt, whatever. He owns the Pentestadt. It's the same fucking thing. So what's going on here? Don't try to change the subject, Mikey.
Yeah.
Why
Then-
you brought him here? You brought someone who's gonna go work for the pen. You got someone. He's gonna go work for Orsus Braun, and you brought him here.
So right now,
You
Tobi's
thought
like,
that was a good idea?
Tobi's really sensitive right now, so she just starts crying. I'm like, why are you yelling at me?
No, I was trying to.
Why are you yelling at me? I just wanted to tell you that you got a new job and I want to leave.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
What are the other people in the room doing?
Watching.
Just
With
Eight.
You have advantage.
Oh, okay.
They're also not in
Oh.
the room.
Oh,
They're like
okay.
they're in the doorway
like
8.
with advantage.
You
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 got
rolled
an
a
8?
7.
Do you have any bonuses?
no, we're level 0.
Mm.
No, but
You have
have
skills.
stats.
Oh well.
What is
Oh,
what is what?
like those kind of bonuses.
Yeah, like
Charisma?
regular.
Oh yeah.
Like, do
I
you
thought
have
you were talking about
bonus
like a
to
bonus
perception?
action
No,
for an actual
you have a
roll or
character
whatever.
sheet.
Where's your
too.
character sheet, Paula?
It's on my iPad. That's like being funky.
We can print it.
I
could print it.
Okay, I'm sorry. But I already committed
No, you
to
did.
this.
You did very well.
so
It's all
cute.
written on there. It is very
No,
cute.
it's not persuasion. Okay.
What did I do?
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Okay.
Eight.
+2. So
Okay.
10.
It's like, all right, look, I'm not gonna. Fine, I'm upset with you, but you're not in trouble. It's Mikey. It's fine. Mikey's fine. You're not gonna rat us out. And Mikey's like, what are you What are you doing, Tobi? What are you doing? What are you guys? Why would? How could I?
Hey man, have you thought about leaving now and not being involved in things that you don't know about because you don't?
Is this a for my own good thing, or is this a you want me to leave because I'm not cool enough
no?
thing?
Why, no, dude. Okay, I like start wiping away my tears. I'm like, we just want to make sure that you are good and safe and perfect. Okay, so just head out and enjoy your new job. And I'm gonna stay here with Cellstar.
Give me a persuasion check. She's rolling a d20, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she.
Oh, sick. 21.
21?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
Fine. I'll just go get ready for the Germining tomorrow. It'll be fine. And Mikey just walks very slowly down the road, out away from you guys. There is a moment where he goes,
Poor Mikey.
and walks away.
That's what you get for working for the man.
Oh God. I'm over here like
like-
protect him. You're like, that's what you get.
Salazar was like, well, that was harsh but necessary.
I know,
All right.
but
All right, let's come on. And
Okay.
as you like walking, you see like the four guys who are like around Salazar's kitchen table immediately start talking way too obvious, like they weren't listening. Well, this just I was thinking that the best plan definitely, and before this guy can even keep going, he's like, just stop, Mulligan. It's not that. It's fine. One of the guys who speaks up, Sherman, sees you coming in and is like, so, Tobi, Salazar says that you a little sick of P&W's influence and you would like to get in on some, how did you put it, Salazar? We're taking the power back.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Okay, so has he told you what has he told you so far?
That maybe we break down some of the machines. I don't really know your guys' plan that much.
All right, so have you been in the factory before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how they use the water hoses to separate the loose rock from the anathracite. So they can't. You can't do anything past that step, right? So what we're gonna do, and it has to be ice cold water, otherwise you risk setting it off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in tomorrow while everyone's at the Germining. Okay, the factory is gonna be basically shut, and we're gonna go in, and we're gonna go. They've got these massive water coolers. Okay, we can steal the compressors out of all those, and then they won't be able to cool down the water. And if you can't cool down the water, you can't process the anathracite. All right.
Yeah.
So we do that, and they stop all production, and we're gonna hold those hostage until they fix shit in this town. Okay.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
Cool. Any problem with this? Any qualms or reservations whatsoever? Because P&W gets nasty when you start fucking with their means of production.
I know. I don't have any qualms about anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, we don't have a way into the factory.
That's fine. I know my way around it.
I was gonna say someone's dad works there.
Yeah. So I can figure out how to get in. I'll talk to my dad and
Yeah.
I will tell him that I want to look into working at the mines.
At the mines?
I mean, at the factory, whatever. And try to convince him to let me in so that we can go steal the part and head out really quick.
Oh, it's more than one. I'm just letting you know. We've got to get 12 of those.
Yeah, we can do that. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be at the Germining.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Salazar's like, we're going to need a lookout, and we're going to need people who are good with machines. Where you think you at?
I can do the machines. My dad taught me a lot. So.
All right. And Sean's like, all right. Cool. So, tomorrow night, when everyone leaves for the Germining, we're going to meet up at the Umbra. Okay? That way, 2 hours before the Germining, we're going to meet up at the Umbra. That way we can get ready, and everyone will just think we're celebrating. Okay? But we'll be setting up. And that way, when everyone starts leaving and heading to the river, then that's when we will head to the factory. No one's going to be there. Kairos Pullman's men will all be at the Germining, keeping an eye out for rabble-rousers.
Yeah.
That's very important. We got to make sure that Kairos' men are not there.
Okay. Yeah, we got it. I'll just double check that the factory is going to be empty.
What, you're gonna ask or you're gonna go look?
I was just going to ask, but do you want me to look?
I mean, we need concrete proof, not someone's
All right.
word for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go look.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you double check that.
Mm.
And then meet us at the Umbra.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Go team.
He just shoots Celestar a look. No, I promise, she's really cool. All right. We shouldn't all be chilling here, because if people see us all together, then before that, they're going to wonder if something's up, because fucking Jack over here has already gotten shit for it. And you look over and Jack actually does have like a black eye and a crack, like, or not crack, but like a nasty like cut down his cheek. And he's like, Jack already like ran his mouth off to Kyrus's men. So any people that know he's associating with us, they'll be a target on our backs. So we'll see you tomorrow,
Yeah.
2 hours before the Germining.
Mm.
All right?
Yep.
Good job.
Okay.
And Sherman heads out. The others follow shortly behind him. And Celestar is like, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking it to the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did also want to tell you something. That
About Mikey?
Well,
What the shit?
no, what? No.
He's just fucking leaving us.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right,
so-
and right when we're starting to like take the town
Mhm.
back.
Yeah, taking the town back. I'm so for that. And then after we take it back, I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
And go where?
I don't know. That is what he asked, and I just
Well, you don't just leave. You go from one place to another.
exactly.
And
And,
if you're not-
I will find the place that I'm going to. I don't. This
What,
is a
you're
very
just gonna
spur of the moment.
Be a rover?
Why not?
I-
There's so many people that are like that.
Name one.
Well, I don't know. My grandfather likes to
Your
travel.
your grandfather.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know.
That's
I know.
a
I know.
notorious success story.
Yeah. Well,
That didn't go awkwardly for your grandmother at all.
I know. Well, I'm just saying.
Or you.
I'm just saying. If he can travel the world, why can't I?
I don't know, because he's a really powerful and you're a minor girl from Sunburst Falls.
I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll also be powerful. Dog. Yeah.
Look, Tobi, I've got all the faith in the world in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate this fucking town. I can't even pretend like it's better if you stay here. I mean, the town's better if you stay here. But fucking, I can't blame you for wanting to get out of Sunburst Falls. But we're trying to make it a better place.
Yeah, and I will help you. And then make maybe another town better.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Take the high road. Philanthropy. Make me look like the bad guy. Because you want to be a good person. Save people. It's fucking cool.
Thank you.
I know. Fine. After
Yes.
we show P&W what's what.
Exactly.
Kyrus Pullman. Who? Don't tell them I said that.
Okay, I
They're
won't.
so scary.
Don't worry. I don't want to talk to them. All right, I'm gonna head out.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
2 hours.
2 hours before.
All right.
Okay.
You just kept pouting as you leave.
Oh, I
Oh.
head to his room so I can climb out the window.
Wait, with the doors, my aunt's not even here.
I'm like, that's fine, it's tradition. And I open the door.
Wait, Bring a beard.
Okay.
That way they don't know who we are.
Really? Really?
Put a hat on.
Oh my god. Sure.
Big hood. Cloak.
I'll
Mysterious.
try to find a cloak.
Covers
to-
the horns.
Yeah.
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 I know. That was
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, that was.
Well, we're all wearing them, so at least
Mhm.
that way they won't. Solidarity.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Solidarity. And then I like open up his door, and then I see the crack, and I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna.
What?
What?
Tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Nothing.
Why are you being weird about
I
it?
don't know. I just.
Make up your mind.
I'm sorry, the drama.
No, my God! Deception check.
Oh my god, the trauma.
It's just so dark in there.
Jesus Christ.
13
Plus?
plus 2, 15.
He's like, all right. He's like, giving you a hug. Like, I'm sorry, you fell in the mine. all right. No. He like walks you to the front door.
And then I leave. I'm like, okay, bye.
All right. God.
I'm stressed after that.
Amazing. You wake up.
Mm.
Did you fall asleep in your wife's chair?
Yes. 100%.
It's you wake up normally before the sun is normally when this happens you fall asleep and you wake up when the fucking sun comes through the window. But there's a noise in the house that startles you.
Was it one of my bottles? Was it like bottles? Was it like chairs
Well-
tipping over?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 16.
Faedan, there is someone in your house. Those are you hear footsteps in another room.
Okay. So I brace myself for